Here, and today we're going to take a look at some rifle transition tips for movement with a rifle in Cowboy Action, which is a kind of a rare circumstance. You don't run into that often. We put one of these up with pistol already, and there's a lot of times that you can move with the pistols and do things because ultimately they're in your holsters and you're moving with them most of the time. Anyway, shotgun also has some times when you will want to move with the gun, especially if you have a double barrel, because you can kind of set yourself up for getting ready to load right as you hit your shooting position. Rifle, it's a little more rare. A lot of times after our sequence, we will move with the gun with us to hit a vertical staging box or stage the rifle safely somewhere to move down range. And that's not going to be something that you're making a choice on. It's not going to save you time, but there is some times where you can move with the rifle that can save you time. And usually that is transitioning to shotgun. Now, in your stage instructions, it will tell you sometimes how you have to do the rifle. Sometimes you have to, put it down where you're at. Sometimes you have to put it in a particular spot, things of that nature. But if you're moving from rifle to shotgun, it presents an interesting way that you can save a little time. So in the event you have shooter's choice of gun order, or you're gonna be moving from rifle to shotgun, you can think about this. If I have to go down to put down the rifle, come back up, go down to pick up the shotgun, come back up, that would ultimately be slower than if I was here firing, right? Get my lever open, come with the gun, I'm not breaking 170, I'm keeping things in a safe direction, drop down here and come over as I'm already down to pick up my shotgun. That's something that can save us some time. Further, as we move with the rifle, I can be getting my shells out. So I'm dropping that gun, picking up this one, hitting those shells in, coming in to fire. And that's something that can save us a little bit of time on a stage when we're moving from rifle to shotgun. So that's just a little hack to save you some time on a rifle to shotgun transition in very special circumstances. Now, few caveats. Number one, Cowboy Action, we're usually using barrels that are on the shorter side, right? Which is good because you have to be able to safely keep this gun pointed down range, not breaking 170 while you move to that next station. You can't turn and run, and you can't really, be doing two hands because you need that other hand to grab your shotgun shells. So if your gun is too long or you don't have the strength to do that, it's not going to be a movement that's going to set you up for any success. Two, consider when you're doing it what the design of the stage is. A lot of times we're in these really cool, Western facades, there's windows and doorways and things like that. If you bounce your gun off of something and get it knocked out, you might earn yourself a DQ if it comes out of your hand. So that's an important consideration to think about as well. We got to always operate under safety. So, practice with empty, your movement. If it's something that you can do, great. If it's not, it's, pick up your half second somewhere else. Number two is the direction that we are moving. Because when I do this, the whole point of this is that I have a smooth transition dropping this gun and coming over here and picking up this gun. If I'm moving the other way, that transition isn't as smooth because I'm reaching over the gun. I still might be able to do it. It just depends on my comfort level. But I think about this more when I am moving from left to right than when I'm moving from right to left. And that's as a left-handed long gun shooter. That might be, just the opposite if you are right-handed. The other consideration to make is if I am gonna be moving this way, right, to my left, I'm kind of running into the gun, which means I have to look over myself. And I think that sets you up more prone for a drop or a failure versus here, I've got my focus on the next gun. I can go to my belt. I can slide that over and in very, very nicely. So it's something, to consider the direction, when you walk your stage, and of course your stage instructions to make sure that you can do this safely and make sure that it's giving you some kind of a time advantage to get those shells out as you get to the next window. So, big wide open spaces, that moving from your, towards your non-dominant side, basically. So when I move to the right, I think about this. When you move to the left, you might think about it as a right-handed shooter. So just a quick hack, a quick little thing where we can, maybe shave off just a little bit of time from a rifle transition if the stage instructions allow it, and that's a big part. Sometimes how we return the rifle to the safe position is a very, written in stone type of thing for that stage. If it's not, if it's shooter's choice on how we do it, great. That's something we could do. Also, if you don't know when the stage is being run, you can ask that. We ask a lot of questions sometimes. Can I do this? And sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is no, you cannot. So it's a good thing to ask before you just do it. At best, they might make you reshoot it. At worst, you might get a penalty or a DQ for that stage for doing incorrect instruction. So just always be safe. Always ask questions if you're unsure, but look for these little areas where you can shave off a second or two. And we will, look at the shotgun next, which is really, I think, the movement with the shotgun, especially if you can acquire shotgun targets from different windows, really can save you some time. I think stages are made or broken with a shotgun. So we'll look at that next week.